Max understands that this is one more bit nearer to the enchanted key. He realizes that he must continue his journey to solve the remaining puzzles and locate the key itself after carefully concealing the clavicle in his pocket. With boldness in his heart and a grin all over, Max sets up the chest back and joyfully proceeds with his excursion through the mystical entry, prepared to conquer new difficulties and meet new conundrums that will carry him nearer to the enchanted key. Max travels through the portal in a magical way and ends up in a dark forest where only the thick branches of the trees let in light. The rustling of the leaves beneath his feet is the only sound that disturbs him as he is surrounded by silence. Max diligently adheres to the map and guidebook's instructions as he continues his journey. Max suddenly hears a strange rustling sound from behind the leaves. He stops and pays close attention. He sees movement in a dark, silhouetted cloud in the distance, among the trees. A swarm of bats was speeding toward him. Although Max is slightly concerned, he decides not to panic. He recalls the directions in the book and realizes that he must seek shelter to avoid danger. He observes a dense scrubby thicket all around him, which seems like the ideal place for the bats to hide from him. Max quickly retreats into the thicket, huddled against the ground, after taking a breath. The following second, a group of bats flies over him, whistling and fluttering their wings. Max encounters a combination of fear and fervor, yet is happy that he had the option to try not to experience these peculiar animals. At the point when things quiet down, Max's moves of stowing away and progresses forward with his way. He is aware that traversing the magical world will not always be straightforward or secure. The aid teaches him to be mindful and cautious to stay away from the risks and conquer the preliminaries. As he proceeds with his excursion, Max experiences different hindrances, like profound waterways and steep slopes. He overcame these difficulties by employing his intelligence and bravery. He picks up a lesson from each obstacle, sharpening his skills and preparing himself mentally and physically for the next challenge. After effectively staying away from an experience with the bats, Max proceeds with his excursion through the otherworldly world. He follows the guidebook's instructions, getting more and more excited about the upcoming adventures. Max observes that the environment is beginning to change as he progresses. The forest grows taller and more majestic, and the sounds of birds and enchanting scents fill the air. He realizes that he is getting close to a location where he will meet a wise fairy who will be able to assist him in finding the magic key. At last, Max arises into a little clearing encompassed by sprouting blossoms and playing streams. A graceful tree whose branches appear to dance in the wind stands in the center of the clearing. Max feels that this spot is the home of the insightful pixie. As he gets closer to the tree, he feels light and happy inside. A gentle, magical, and radiant fairy appears before Max as a sudden bright glow among the branches appears. The pixie takes a gander at Max happily and eyes brimming with intelligence. She welcomes him and lets him know that she is aware of his yearning and has come to help him. The pixie enlightens Max concerning the significance of confidence in oneself and trust, and that there is wizardry inside every one of us that can beat any impediment. More stories can be found on Amazon via the link on the channel's homepage.